Hello and welcome. So, can't entirely remember what all we did last time. I know we did a bunch of exploring here in the Blighted Village. And we are going to continue to do that. For a
Breathe
bit.
deep and move.
For a bit at least. Why are you getting onto the roof there? I wonder if there's actually anything interesting on the roof. Does not look like it. No, does not look like it. Occurs to me that there might be a thing where the goblins are light enough to actually, like, just walk around on the roof, but, human might not be able to. After my experience in that old temple, I might, like, want to remove the weapons from the skeleton, but, yeah.
Let's have a look.
The sleeping, scrawny bugbear.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Weapon blueprints. A master blacksmith's work.
Simple ink work, simple design. Hardly the pinnacle of metal craft.
Is anything good enough for you, Lazel? No.
Don't mind if I do.
Wait. Rotten chicken leg. I'll leave that to the bugbear. Do I really have to be sneaking all the way around to grab that stuff? Rotten fish.
Light on my feet. Swift as my feet can carry me. I'll take that. Something good here, I hope.
As master, the master knows complete with just one opponent left. Samson says the signs are a failure, but what's he now? He can brace, he passes him belly. I stashed the prototype blueprints for now. You wait, Samson, religion is fading and you will rise in your place. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. Wall just really disappeared.
Moonwitch rubbish. How much time did some dim-witted artisan waste on that?
Let's see what this does.
Fellow citizens, or citizens who are not, I print and post multiple copies of this notice in the region nowhere. Since myself have grown concerned alarm striders in these parts of late. Many you have seen them trapping through our forest. Townsend's rise of patrol, they claim they are guardians sent from Elturel to protect the borders of the great and holy nation of Elturgard. But don't be fooled by the shining armor, the handsome mounts. I have never bent to the knee to any Elturgard, and I never asked any meddled jester to come peering over my garden fence. As you know, I'm descended directly from the original Saloonite settlers along these banks, and I have a half-elven great-uncle who will swear to it. We're peaceful folk, and we get by with the druids well enough. Get on with the druids well enough. I pay no fealty or tax to any far-off city I can't even find out on a map. I took no small pleasure in telling you these thugs that I urge you to do the same. They call themselves Hell Riders, I call them interlopers. They can bugger off to the hells, them and their city both, with grave concern and serious intent. Damon Briska, proud and free citizen of the Heartlands. And, I mean... yeah, that was the thing that... I'm not sure I mentioned here elsewhere, but that, borders were not as, you know, set as they are now. And largely your, like you have decreasing influence the further from your centers of power you get, and that more or less can determine, like, you know, whether or not you can get taxes or something for anything. But those transfer for interview with the director and director for a pleasurable deal. Mr. Kingsley Hobb. What was the inspiration behind this, if I may be so bold, entirely lewd piece of drama? Yes, it's about exploring taboo, seeing who we as a people really are. Yes, Robert makes a deal with the Cambion, but who wouldn't? Well, I like to think most people wouldn't. Then you don't know most people. Everyone wants something. Everyone needs something. Cambion see it all. In a way, they know us better than we know ourselves. But then we play, Robert dies horribly. What does that say about we, as you put it, need? What we as need? You forget. Yet Robert dies because he broke away from Carlisle. He didn't stay true to the deal he made. So you're encouraging people to make a pact with Hell's offspring, to give up, as Robert did, his soul. We only have one life, why not make the most of it? So, what was your deal? I beg your pardon. In fact, this was your directorial debut, wasn't it? You couldn't even get published in the tabloid Baldur's Bash before this came out. Did you honestly trade your soul for an erotic play? Alright, we're done here. Alright. finally feeling like, you know, all that detect traps could also be used for detecting things which aren't actually, well, are maybe not traps, but more just I must say, for a place with so many orcs and goblins, Thesca's a pleasant land, a truly melting god for all who are accepted, and quite a lot seems to be permitted. Alas, the crew I sailed here with were imprisoned by the harbour master, but I was soon on the road known as the Golden Way, and lives up to its name. A wealth of continent marches on this road. Furs from Neverwinter and iron from Nashkel flow in one direction, while silks and jewels flow the other. I have heard so many stories of the world. The Golden Way passes through Rashaman, through the wastes of the Hordlands, and on to the continent of Kara-Tur, the land of empires, dragons, and beasts I've never dreamt of. I am so close to Rashaman, but what was once my dream now sounds so mundane. Last night I made camp and was joined by a charming fellow. I told him my dream of seeing Rashaman, and he laughed. He claims that Rashaman is nothing compared to Thay, and invited me to visit the court of the Zulkirs. It seemed rude to turn down such an illustrious invitation, so I will see what this Thay has to offer, then Rashaman and beyond. Oh, that's reassuring.
Take heed. I see a trap.
I was saying something before I...
Weapon blueprints that use Sousa bark. Rare find. There's only one place I'm finding a Sousa tree. The Underdark.
I was talking about something before I got distracted. That looks pretty good. Metal hardness 9.5. Silver. Underdark. Gift from redacted. Faint sulfuric odor. Forging unsuccessful metal not north. Temperature.
Better take a closer look.
Slashing immunity, piercing resistance.
Action, not reaction.
What's in here? Seems simple enough. go.
Giant webs. They'll alert their spinners with a mere touch.
That sounded unusually loud. I'm not sure
Something
what that
didn't like that.
Why don't we retreat a bit? No, I didn't. To do that quite yet.
On the move.
Okay.
No mercy.
Can't actually do that right now. Be nice if we get like hold action or something, because it doesn't seem to do that. It's either just starting fires in the middle of a starting fires just in the middle of a place that has got, you know... Well, in a cave, one is a bad idea, because there's not much oxygen here, and there can be explosive gases. Two, there's also all this, you know, webbing here that can explode. And now you're going back the way you came. What the hell did you just do? No, I'm gonna have you do that.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
You can send an elf to sleep.
That's one way to call someone boring. Ah. Seems like that one's just kind of running around.
May the dice roll in my favor.
You missed. Ooh, it's skittered. That's very scary. Hi, spider. For some reason, I feel like I shouldn't be able to insult this thing enough to, like, you know, do anything. I feel like it's probably be limited to people who can actually beings that can actually understand you.
Thou art a hairy-hearted orphan.
Need to stay focused.
Creator. Destroyer.
Oh no, it's skittered.
These boots have seen everything.
Concentrate.
No blue, all doom. haste.
Can I...
Need to act fast.
Battle of wits.
That'll be annoying.
My path be true.
Ready. Take your...
Got to move.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Have to keep going.
Okay.
A rough tempest I will raise. Outflank, outsmart.
Taking position.
On my way.
My faith will protect me.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Tale for the ages. Swiftly now.
This is me.
entirely certain why she chose to go.
Mistra Rill. On my way.
Make way.
Seriously not sure what the pathfinding is doing on this.
I'll strike you down.
Okay, so I know what else is in here.
Don't waste a step.
What? No.
Bet that will fit in my pack. No traps, please.
Well, I know what else there is to fight in here, and I'm pretty sure I don't want to deal with that just yet. But I think there is a little bit of, story stuff to do in here before I start going around to, just loot the place. Before I do probably a long rest? Yeah, a long rest. Finder for my vaccine spell is not enough. Bloody journal.
Here goes nothing.
Proteus Greeton on Lolth Pendant Blood. This book's crimson script appear. It's straight away in several places in a different hand. On top of it. Oh, so it's a palimpsest. That's a thing where you take a parchment and scrape away words and then write something new on it. Which you can do because the pages are thicker and more. It's made from animal skin, so it's a different sort of sheet. I recall my life upon the surface with more than regret. I weep for the decades I spent treading the murky waters of profanity while my true queen waited in the shadows. Even my name, Elate, feels foreign and foul upon my tongue. A high elf exalted by Lolth herself. My drow captors cannot fathom it. But I see their houses downfall in visions granted by the spider. The queen herself, when the day comes when some unnamed whelp from an insignificant house cuts the matron mother's throat, I will escape. I will find solitude, and I will worship Lolth with my very soul. Now that is something which you could have in like universe like this, where a deity chooses someone who's not from the same culture as their where they're generally worshipped, and says, yes, you, I'm going to choose you, and you're going to be my person for the. As you are going to worship me now, I'm going to visit you, convince you to worship me. Something could actually happen in this world. Books leaves are stuck together by thick webbing that leaches ink when pulled from the page. Only the final entry remains legible. It is time. I will forever transcend this blasphemous flesh and refashion myself in the Queen's image. No longer will I be bound to this lowly form, this base shape of organ and bone. Even the arachnomancers of Menzoberranzan shall weep at my feet, and their little spells so feeble and fleeting. Today I found the House of Loth, and I shall be its matriarch. Tattered journal. The journal is filled with hastily sketched diagrams of spiders and various spell runes. The captions are largely written in code, save for a few passages near the end that are penned in a shaky common. I can sense my devotion. It draws them. I hear them in shadows, whispers from the Dark Mother. I woke to a gift wrapped in spider silk, a pair of boots taken from a heretic's corpse. Loth sends daughters to reward my faith, to let me know I'm on the right path. Another gift, the corpse of a drow, sigil scar upon his face. An arachnomancer, one with the power to inhabit the spider's form, is a message, a calling. My blood already dries upon the dagger, her blessed image carved into my skin. An ornate diagram is drawn upon the parchment, depicting a ritual of some kind. At the bottom, two figures, a spider and an elf, are sketched with overlapping circles. Words penned beneath them, transcendence. There was another. Yeah, but anyway, this is where I'm going to call it for this one. Thanks for watching, doing your role and things YouTube's buttons, and have a nice day.